It's been already 4 years that I've been doing these projects. Eastern Europe attracts me every year from its new, with its unique atmosphere. Snowboarding is the perfect way to get people of different cultures from the East and the West together to communicate and build relationships with each other. This project is about snowboarding, a passion that young people of the Western but also Eastern world share with all their enthusiasm. This time a group of snowboard professionals from the Western world went to Bulgaria. This is our story.
I think of Bulgaria is we're not so developed actually as the other countries. We're going a few years behind everybody else, and we have to discover some stuff by ourselves, which was one of the funniest parts, I would say, because you just find your way to do the thing you want to do. It's kind of romantic side, I would say, and I really love this part, because I used to live outside of Bulgaria for a while. When there was this perfect system, they had everything they want. They have the perfect parks, the perfect conditions, like really good functioning system. But when I come back here, I felt this kind of energy that is going on, which is really nice.
I mean, everything happens here right now, or in that moment. I mean, the first movie, the first parks, the first everything. It's so small, but it's first.
You go to other countries and you reach a mountain, then you see everywhere lifts and people, and you are never alone. In Bulgaria, it's totally the opposite.
There has been many wars about this piece of land where we live, and so many other nations wanted to take it. And it's not without a reason. It's basically the best part on the Balkans. 60% of our territory is mountains. We've got lovely coast. But generally, people are very special. I have to say, people here have adapted to a minimalistic way of life, while having a lot of fun, a maximalistic fun way of life.
Usually everything happens with a lot of muscles, we call it. Let's say that people, if they like to do something, they are managing it somehow, even if they don't have the incomes.
It was a very distinctive thing at the time. There was only a handful of snowboarders in the whole of Bulgaria. And the nice thing about it is that the pioneers, people from the old school, we are still riding together nowadays. They are not famous riders, but they are the guys who established snowboarding as something strong, something like very passionate they were about.
The truth is that in the beginning I don't have any problems because all people are very surprised what it is.
Practically there was no scene in Bulgaria. Me and a bunch of other guys were the first to start discovering the beauty of the sport.
Това беше 93-та, се опитах за пръв път. Направихме си сами автомати, сложихме ги на диските, карахме, падахме, ставахме.
I built it, my first snowboard. I built it like a surfboard with swallowtail. It's really funny, without edges, just with fins in the back.
I remember my first boots, I made them myself.
Plastic bags inside to keep your feet a little bit drier than possible.
There was not even one shop where you can buy snowboards or any kind of equipment related to snowboarding. So you had to be someone special and to know people who were coming from abroad to bring you the stuff.
Deutschen was the guy who was distributing and making the connections here with the customers.
Smuggling meant at that time just to bring in 3-4 snowboards in a bag without to pay taxes and give a chance to bring it cheaper to the snowboarders, because at that time we were not actually trading with the snowboards. We were just packing a group of people to to buy snowboards from themselves. And there was somebody either from Austria or from America, from the United States, just to bring in some 2-3 snowboards.
Once we started, there was no turning back.
Да, доскоро бяхме аутсайдерите, постоянно ни наричаха отрепки, наркомани, махайте се от тука. Цял живот правим пистите гладки, вие сега ще правите някакви скокчета и бабунки тук. Така върват нещата.
Дали бутам нещо, надали вече. Някога, ако нещо е повлияло на хората да отидат да карат повече, ще съм много щастлив. Няма съм за цел да бутам специално и да изкарвам нещата. Искаше ми се да дам един старт и имах чувство, че много от хората се боят да направят нещо, защото се страхуват от критиката, от мнението на другите. На мен не ми пукаше и имах възможността, направих го. Не съм планирал.
Yeah, in the beginning we found the Bulgarian Snowboard Federation. We found it at 94, and we tried to be a part of ISF.
The half pipes that we tried to build in the beginning, in the 90s, they were all handmade.
Работата на машините беше една седмица, бутахме сняг с машини и след това 2 месеца на ръка с лопати оформихме самия пайп.
It's a really hard work, but it's a good time. It's a lot of fun. We work all day. After that, like a party.
Хубавото в България е, че все още сноуборда не го е погълнала тази индустриализация и всичкото това нещо свързано с парите. Все още хората в България карат за удоволствие. Трудно да се каже, че има дори професионални сноубордисти. Има хора, които се опитват да живеят от което, но хич не им е лесно. И може би това е най-хубавото, че ние все още сме се запазили като държава, в която сноубординг is for fun.
For sure, first, when you hear about that project and it's all different riders that you don't really know in the beginning, for sure, like most of the guys just stick to their friends and their crews and really like to hang out with the guys they know. But man, for sure, it's so important for your life and for the whole experience to come up, see new things, try to work together, even if you don't know them so well. So I'm really happy I made it out this time.
Kiedy pierwszy raz usłyszałem, że Rene w tym roku planuje kolejny swój film i planuje wyjazd do Bułgarii, od razu pomyślałem, że bardzo chciałbym wziąć udział w tym projekcie.
When Rene told me about the project here in Bulgaria, I didn't have to think about it. I was just saying yes, I'm with you.
Last time we've been together to Romania. We had 1 week, great time. We see a new place, new people. We had loads of fun, so it was worth the trip for sure to come back and visit Bulgaria this time.
I love to see new places, new mountains, and I think everything new is like an input to do new stuff and meet new people who rides different from me.
This was a special occasion for me to come in Bulgaria and ride with riders like, you know, Mark Svoboda and Thomas Frank and Enrico Cavada, all the others, and to film with some, you know, profi guys. I won a contest back home and that's how I got here. I got 200 euros from there, 100 euros from my dear grandma. So yeah, now here I am.
Of course, documentary movies like this are very helpful and very good initiatives, and they can definitely help in many ways for the sport and for the scene and for the development of it in this country.
Whenever a foreign rider comes here, he has his own thing in his head and he kind of sees the terrain in a different way.
when you're riding with people you were watching in the videos when you grew up or watching when you got into the snowboarding scene. It's just so big motivation to see how they are doing.
You have ridden that rail for so many times, and to be honest, maybe you don't know what to do else on that rail. And you see a professional coming there and he's like chipping around in this and that way, and you get like, wow, I never thought of that. And you have a try on that, and 2 weeks later maybe you can do the same trick than Mark Swoboda or Thomas Frank did.
To see the world, looking for damaged woods, looking for the amazing grace, and I try to see the world.
I've been now here for 5 years and I really socialize with the local guys all the time. They don't like what they see. All these new buildings, cutting the forest every year, more and more, they don't like it, and I don't like it, and most of the people don't like it, but there are much bigger forces behind that, and it's all about money. And this is one of the biggest problems that Eastern Europe is facing nowadays. People are making a lot of money at the expense of the nature.
Рилски езера е парк ЮНЕСКО, той е национален парк и изобщо той е под всички защити на всички възможни органи в България. Това, което е хубаво всички нас, е, че вече има лесен достъп с лифт до това място, но все още то се е запазило, така да се каже, девствено.
We drove up at 7 in the night with the bully up to the mountain. It was snowing. There was like snow on every tree. We were like, seeing, wow, the snow. It was looking so fresh and deep, and we were so excited. Like, it got hard to sleep, and like the next day we woke up. It was blowing wind and like it was kind of rain and fog.
It could be day of our dreams for sure, but no, fog came.
My highlight was my first avalanche. No, I guess not. I shouldn't say it. My mom is going to kill me.
Alors, what should I do? This one? Everywhere where we go, we have some help from the local guys. In Pomporovo, the guys give some hotel, ski pass, everything, show us nice spot.
So today we do a huge gap up of the stairs, and yeah, the dangerous one, I think you can see.
When we were in Bansko and we woke up one morning and had like 40 centimeters of fresh snow, I kind of experienced again what is snowboarding all about, and I just skipped the filming part and told everyone, hey, just, you know, go out and do your tracks.
One thing I really noticed as soon as I got to Bulgaria is that they would do like whatever they could to help you out.
Геги и Екър, като дойдоха, всъщност стана много интересно. Всички бяха поудяли от кеф, първите яки карачи, първите истински карачи в България.
If there is someone down there that really wants to make it in snowboarding and shows the talent. I think he can make it if he only has the support to travel.
Как се отрази на сцената? Имаше някакъв бум, като дойдоха. Беше много готино. Обърнаха ново вниманието към Банско. Направиха това, онова. След тях тръгна голям бум, направиха се паркове и изведнъж лека по лека всичко залезе. Всичко залезе и всичко изчезна. И пак се продължиха същите проблеми. 2-3 години прогрес и след това пълен регрес надолу.
I'm not relying on a ski resort to provide me with the progression I need. I go look for it. I find challenge in, you know, finding my kick.
The good thing about the snowboarding scene in Bulgaria is that kind of everybody is really motivated to do it purely by their love for the sport. That's the main thing.
Then the ISF collapsed.
We kind of were looking, okay, if those from the FIS are not doing well, let's just do it ourselves. The first people who were like actively occupied with freestyle were like Mario Benyu, me, Nikola Plakov, and a few other guys. And like in 2000, we established the flip mode.
It was just a club for developing really snowboarding and pushing it to, let's say, higher level.
We got the know-how from Seoul and we decided to put it here.
We had administrative obstacles. They were making it really heavy for us, you know, to go faster and faster. Like for example, they never gave us like a spot on any resort, though they had the connections like in Bulgaria. Like advancing without having the structures and losing half of your day, you know, just to put some, you know, improvised trail, it's a big thing.
And with the time we start organizing events, like pretty much all freestyle event that happened to Bulgaria, it was, I would say, our job, like me, Kiko and Mario. Last 2 years we did like Rail Strike, which was the first rail event in Sofia. Afterwards we did Ariana Rail Park, which is also the first open park in Europe, which was incredible to have this in the centrum of Sofia.
Everybody could go to the park and train, practice on the big airbag, practice new tricks, learn new tricks.
It's good that we had the big airbag for last 2 years because we had the chance to practice new things and do flips and everything that you can not try on the snow for first time.
I think if there is no one after them, we will forget for parks for sure and for freestyle.
И да построи нещо, да направим някакъв парк и такива неща.
Да, със сигурност има прогрес в България, особено последните 3-4 години, точно в лицето на Лозио и на Дими, които наистина прогресират много бързо, но като цяло няма прогрес за всичко, за цялата сцена, поради точно това нещо, липсата на паркове, липсата на пари и така нататък.
Last year, one of our riders, Jimmy Chokoev, he made it second in the European Cup.
Imagine what can happen if we got a park and everybody with those talents can practice.
Till now, we just using the natural features on the way down, you know, in the trees. But we need like beginner park and intermediate park to build the skills of the riders, which is very important for Bulgarian snowboard, I think, because everything comes from the kids.
You can't have a professionalist, you know, coming from Bulgaria if you don't have a place where those professionals develop.
If our resorts pay a little bit more attention to what foreign resorts do, they will put much more effort in such things like Osogovo Park or just half-pipe in Pamporovo. This is just a chance to popularize the snowboarding, bring in more young people.
I've seen many resorts with crazy parks. We don't have a park. I have rails, 5 years old. We don't have kickers, proper kickers. I have nothing to say. We have no park.
They say there is a competition, they build a gym for it, and you go and practice 1 hour before the competition.
Едно състезание на конструкция, където е доста трудно и доста тегаво да се скача без да си скачал на скок преди това цял сезон.
And the people are giving the best they can, but without practice it's hard.
И докато курортите и спонсорите, като фирмите и другите, не разберат, че първо трябва да се инвестира в парк и само в парк, и после в карачи, и после в състезания, няма да се развият нещата, ще се седат все на едно и също ниво. Всеки ще кара всяка година по пистите, след това ще отиде на големия скок, ще се пребива и всичко ще остане до тук. Докато не се инвестира в парк, така ще се развият нещата. Това е, може би, най-големия проблем.
You can't do anything if you don't have the support of the resort.
It's difficult to make the connection between the resorts themselves as, constructors of the park, so let's say shaping the park. And this makes the biggest problem, just people are not really much communicating between each other. I think this is the biggest problem.
There wasn't any information anywhere about snowboarding in Bulgaria, so that's how the main idea came. We decided to create a place online where you can have access to information about what's going on in Bulgaria. And what we try to do is we try to unite all the riders. We try to get companies to invest in the sport and also get resorts also to be more interested in the sport because that's important for us.
Just in the last 2 years, maybe some people start to invest in that way and start to develop some little parks like Osogovo, and I'm really happy those people are doing it. I'm not sure they're earning money from that, but for sure they make it with true heart and they want to make something good for the kids and for us, for the good riders.
In the park you have such much more opportunities, like 2 kickers in a row, it was never done.
За първа година решихме да го направим за младите, тъй като всички вие сте на такава възраст, като него, като мои деца, и реши да ви подкрепим.
Without them it was kind of impossible to make this dream, let's say, come true.
Cartel is actually maybe first snow park in Bulgaria for freestyle.
С моите приятели решихме да направим тук нещо. Направихме няколко рейла. Успяхме да сложим лифт.
I think this park supports the level of every local snowboarder.
The first my look is like that. These are crazy people like this. What they do, but step by step they change my mind.
This resort now offering for us the opportunity to build jumps, to shape the half pipe, the only half pipe in Eastern Europe.
And some rookies, kids, can drop in and get a feeling of riding half pipe. Who knows, maybe in the future they can use their skills and go for Olympics as well. Like, when I started snowboarding, I've been riding pipe like this in Poland, Czech and Slovakia for 3-4 years.
We have a very old tradition about skiing, but for the snowboarding it's something different, something new. You want to be at the same level like for the older world.
Every one ski resort who wants to be on the good level must to have fun park, of course. And we want to support the ski sports and snowboard sports in Bulgaria.
We're fighting a lot to do a snowboard fun park around, and we have a good confirmation that they're going to build it next year.
I want to say thanks for Borsport because they give season lift passes for our kids, and that's how we're going to move the sport up.
Like, to be honest with you, I've been now to 4 different countries. With the years, every project has stepped up and stepping up and stepping up, but this time it just blew me away.
It's a purpose. It's like if I didn't snowboard, I won't do much, I think.
Also für mich ist es nicht nur einfach ein Sport oder ein Hobby, das ist einfach, für mich ist es ein Teil von meinem Leben.
It's like 5 days I'm not living, and after that when I go in the mountain I just leave.
We became creative because of snowboarding. We learned to film ourselves, edit.
All I'm having now is because I do snowboarding.
It's like a drug. I'm hooked up.
It means everything.
I just want to be a good snowboarder.
I decided to come here because I've been doing like half pipe. I've been riding half pipe all the time last 2 years, and I knew this trip will be something different, and it was.
Riding with Mark Svoboda, with Thomas Frank, and all the others, it's so nice because I get to see how a trick should be done correctly and with style.
I think that's the most important thing, to meet people who love the same sport as we do, and riding all together and try new stuff.
I would ride all day with them if it's possible.
Now we hang out, we stay in contact with the Polish guys and everything. They're like friends. It became like a kind of family.
I don't have the best moment here. All the moment is a dream.
Ja, es ist ein bisschen schade, dass ich jetzt schon nach Hause gehe.
Ouais, je pense que c'était réellement bien et comme l'année dernière, j'espère y revenir.
And when I'm strapping in, it's just I just see me, myself, the board, the spot, the rail, the mountain, the powder, whatever, and just enjoying the moment. And I don't know if there's a better feeling like this.
How does it feel, like seeing the guys behind jumping?
Yeah, that's bad, man. I want to jump now.
В България сноуборда е нещо, което се развива трудно, но въпреки това с много ентусиазъм всички хора се опитват да правят нещо и успяват. Резултатите от това се забелязват въпреки трудните условия в България.
Every one of us can contribute to the progress of Bulgarian snowboarding scene.
It's all what you make out of it.
Street spots I would never hit. They would just jump on like no thoughts about it. So for sure, I believe those guys can go far if they want to.
Die Leute lieben den Sport, die leben dafür.
They were really living to snowboard.
И благодарение на това доста повече се развих. Ако не бях ходил с Марио и Дими в Австрия и в Италия и навсякъде да караме на гледчери лятото и есента също на гледчери и зимата по някакви състезания извън България. Ако не беше федерацията, която ни дава пари, може би нямаше въобще да съм на това ниво.
They can always do more, but I think it's going to be really bad if they don't do even this, you know. So we should be happy with it.
The greatest thing is to see that you're helping something that is growing just in front of your eyes.
I think that as long as there is snowboarding, there's going to be people who love doing it.
Да, чувствам отговорност, искам да развия сцената, искам да се занимавам с сноуборд, да помагам да се развива сцената.
The level is different. I mean, the level of the parks, the level of the results, but here inside is the same everywhere in the world.
Nobody could stop me from snowboarding.